Sunday. What would you do if all of your prayers were answered? What would you do if all of those things that you wrote on your wish list about a relationship, about a man, about income, about wealth, what would you do if all of those things were answered? If God just said, here you go. Hey, Bia. Right? I think often we don't realize how used we are. We're so used to living in the wanting of those things or striving for them or desiring them. Hey, Joelle, that when that answer comes, sometimes it can be a bit of a shock, or it can be like, whoa, wait, it was that easy? It just happened? That came, right? Like, sometimes you could be trying to you want a relationship, you want a person, and maybe you've meditated on it and you've prayed for it and you've written out all your lists of all the qualities and you've lit candles and you've done all that stuff, right? Affirmations, etc. And then that person shows up and you're like, holy crap, now what do I do with this? And maybe you're not even ready for the relationship. Hey, Via. What happens if you've been working all your life trying to make money, and then and you're like, this is what I want a stream of income like this, and then all of a sudden, boom, the universe says, here you go, this is it, put your money there and you've got it, you're done, be happy. Right? How beautiful is that? How amazing and beautiful and powerful is that? And but the concern is, what if we don't have the faith to grab it? What if we don't have the faith to say, this is the answer, thank you, and just take hold? They tell the story of the man, and I've seen people do this live at an event, where the guy gets up there, he stands up and he's like holding up $100 bill, and he's like, there's a $100 bill I've got to give somebody. If you want it, come get it. And it's like, I'm going to give this to somebody here. And then people jump, like, almost the entire audience, hardly anybody gets up and takes the bill, right? Maybe one person will get up and be like, hey, and they take the bill, right? And they're like, and everyone else said, well, I didn't think you meant it. I didn't think you were really going to give me a $100 bill and just be like, hey, just, if you want to just walk up here and take it, And I've seen someone do this repeatedly, and it's not till they get down to like the $5 bill that people are finally like, oh, and it's just like, it takes them that long for their brain to process that someone is just standing there saying, here's money. Do you have faith? Are you going to take it? Right? And that's been such an interesting process for me too right now. Like, I've been teaching people about this program called Manifest, where you can put your money in this Forex trading platform and it just starts making you money, right? And I'm surprised at how many people I can tell them, here, just do this, it just makes money, right? But they have so much in their brain, which is like, oh, doubts and this and that and the other, that they stop themselves from reaching out and taking it, because they just don't. They're like, it's too good to be true, I don't believe it, right? And they don't reach out and just grab hold of it and say, thank you, universe, you answered my problem. I've been praying for help financially for years and years. I've been praying, for something to do that can help support myself or my family or take care of myself in old age. And here someone's just told me exactly what it is. And okay, great, let's do it, right? Grab it. And it just takes a different kind of person willing to have that faith and to be able to make that leap. And are you that person, I guess? Can you do that? Can you see something and just be like, oh, God answered prayer. Here it is. Thank you, right? And I think for some of us, like for me especially, sometimes it's easier to make that leap in certain areas of my life than it is in others, right? Because in certain areas of my life, I have been in a state of process. I've been in a state of focus. I've been focusing on that. I've been exercising my mental muscles, like in the financial area, more so than perhaps I have in the relationship area. So, where it's like, here you go. This is what you asked for. This is what you wrote in your book. Here it is. What are you going to do? Right? Are you going to be like, oh my God, it's too fast. It's too this, it's too that, right? I can't figure this out yet, right? And that's what we do in the same with money, same with relationships, right? Sometimes we see exactly the thing we want, the perfect thing. It's exactly what we've been asking for. And we're too afraid to take it. We're like, oh, it's too good to be true, or surely that's not going to work, or there's got to be a catch somewhere, right? That's just how we are so conditioned to come from that place of lack, even when we've been praying for something. So, that's just, it's just been amazing to me to see these pieces fall into place recently in just like such a beautiful way. And I'm like, well, the stuff I've been asking for is here. So why am I like afraid? Why am I hesitant? Why am I thinking, do I just grab it? Is this too good to be true? Where's the catch? Kind of a thing. And I see this in people I teach all the time. And it's tough because then they don't take action. They don't take action that can give them the blessing, right? God can be like, here it is, but you still have to take action and reach out and take it. You still have to take action and actually invest. You still have to take action and actually say, yes, I'll be with this person. Yes, I'm going to commit to this person. Hey, Autumn, good to see you, darling. I'm just talking about how so often when the universe sends us exactly what we want, right? It's like the person standing up at the front of the conference room holding up the $100 bill and saying, here, I got a $100 bill to give someone, right? And usually like one brave soul will get up and take that bill. And everyone else will be like, oh, I didn't think you meant it, right? So how often are we like that in our lives when we've been praying for something, financial abundance, a relationship, or whatever that is, and then God's like, here you go. This is what you're asking for. And we're like, oh, wait, no, there's got to be a catch somewhere. Oh, my God, no, this is too good to be true. It just can't be that easy. It can't work like that, right? And, we reject the blessing because of fear and because of all of our own barriers, right? Our own conditioning that somehow it's got to be painful, or it's got to be difficult, or it's got to be, there's gonna be something wrong somewhere, right? It's just all of this stuff that we have. And maybe, it doesn't mean we don't still walk in care and discernment and keep our eyes open and, do the things we know we should do. Hey, good evening, Lexar. Good to see you. But at the same point, there's also a place where I feel like, it's kind of like when God gives you the gift and you're like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is the right gift for me. Maybe I need a little different style, It's like kicking him in the teeth and saying, sorry. This wasn't exactly what this is exactly what I said I wanted, but like, I don't know. Is it too good to be true? So yeah, I guess, that's just what I'm saying. It's sometimes you just got to reach out and grab the $100 bill, right? Yes, you can show up, then you have to shake it. Wishing isn't enough. Exactly. That's what I was talking about. Like sometimes God is like, here you go, but then you got to take action, right? He's like, here, you want a stream of passive income? Here you go. There's the mechanism, right? But you still have to be like, hold on. Yes, let me go grab this. Let me take it. I got to take it. I got to do something. I got to invest. You got to take action. He can say, here's the person. And then you're like, oh, wait, well, I don't know. Should I commit? Should I not commit? Like, how long should I wait before I get to know them? So you have to just take action and be like, okay, well, I'll act as if this is what God sent me. Okay, let's go. Right. So I guess that's yes, you have to take action. But how often do we not take action? We talk ourselves out of it. We let the fear get the better of us instead of just being like, wow, God did a miracle. Huh, cool. The universe brought this. I've been working and working. As soon as you work and work and work for something, and then when it shows up, it's just such a shock. We hardly know what to do with it, right? Because our mind has been so much in the space of working for it. Autumn says, we think we will get the treasure, but we usually get the map. then we take a nap. I love it. I love it, right? Like we think we get the map to how to get to the treasure, and we still have to go do the work. We still have to walk the path, and we still have to make the investment, and we still have to put in time in the relationship, right? Instead, we're like, oh, no, 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 this is too much. Let me just hide under my covers, right? So, yeah, that's been an interesting thing for me the last few days, being really faced with this, just like amazing, like the universe just working and just being like, here's everything you asked for, boom. And I'm like, whoa, 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 slow down, slow down. Right? So, hey, Lucas, hey, Yuri. Yeah, but I think it's like, how can we be in that space of not just working for the thing we want, but being willing to accept it when it shows up and being ready to accept it and having that faith and positivity. Autumn says it all means much more when we do the work versus when it's handed over with no effort. Yes and no, but it also kind of depends. Like, yes, it means much more to us when we do the work, but at the same time, it's like, what is our paradigm? What is our paradigm about money? A couple months ago, or even a month ago, I don't know how long ago it was, maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, maybe, I realized, I was like, I'm going to drop this paradigm that making money is hard work. I'm just going to drop it. Like, I was in meditation. I prayed. I told God, I said, I'm done. I'm not going to work hard for money anymore. Like, I did that my whole life. I've been very diligent. I've worked very hard. And it's not that I don't want to work hard to create things in the world or to do stuff. I was just like, I'm not going to work hard for money anymore. I'm done with that. You know, the universe needs to help that money to flow. And I have put in place the things to allow that to happen. I have done the work. I've done the research, right? I'm doing that work. But at the same point, I just put that out there to God. And then what happens? God's like, okay, thank you. Here you go. This is how you can make money without having to work so hard for it. And now you can go and do other things that you want to do with your life. You see? Oh, she says, I didn't say work hard. Right. Amen. Thank you, sister. Right. But this is exactly the mentality, right? So immediately when you say that to me, you have to work for it. I'm thinking work hard for it, right? This is like, that's the connection of that word to that word that comes together, boom, like this, right? And so we, like, oh, you got to work hard. No, but working for something, putting effort and intelligence and ingenuity into it, right? That's just an amazing process. But taking out that hard work. So you're right, Autumn. You're right. You didn't say that. I said that, right? But removing that word and being like, okay, well, I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to create in the world, and I'm not going to, but I like this piece. I don't have to like struggle. I don't need to struggle anymore. Right. And that's the part that I wanted to drop. That's what I was like, why am I struggling for this? Like, you're going to do it. Bring it to me. And I've been working with this wonderful person who, and she does these family constellations, Shauna, and she was sharing that with me. She was like, I just got to a point where I just said I was done. I'm not going to work hard. I'm not going to work hard for this. People are going to send me clients. I'm not going to go out there and hunt them down. They're going to send it to me, and I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's it. And I was like, yes, that's where I want to be. So I made that commitment, and then this stuff just started to show up. Which it was like, it can produce money in my life without me having to go do something I don't want to do. This is the key. Without me having to struggle and force myself to like, oh God, I just can't go and sit down and do that thing again, like that kind of effort that comes from when you're really doing something you don't want to do, but you're doing it for money, right? That's what I didn't want to do anymore. I was like, I'm done with doing that. I don't mind working for the things that I'm passionate about and doing good work in the world, but there is that, what it is? It's like that soul sucking thing. I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. So, Show me how to create that income stream, because I'm done with that, done with doing that just for the money of it. I want my work to be something that I'm doing for what I want to create in the world. So Autumn says, whenever I think of you, I think of hard work. Thanks for the clarity. Yes, and that is because so much of my life has been about hard work, right? And it has been about just like, okay, you got to push through. You got to just do it. You got to push through, right? And so I have done that a lot. And it's like a shift for me to be like, no, I don't want to feel like I have to do that. I don't want to be in that space, right? I want to be in a more open space. That's in the driving rhythm space, right? Which is, that's not the feminine energy. Now, of course, we oftentimes as women, we need to be able to be in our masculine energy for work and to do our work. But we also, if that's where we are all the time, at least if that's where I am all the time, and that's what I'm conditioned to be in, right? I'm conditioned to be in that masculine energy most of the time. But to be in that, shifting into that receptive energy, wait, I can receive and the universe can bring it to me. That's like, wow, that's such a whole new concept, kind of. So yeah, Autumn says, okay. Alexar says her voice generated an energy and boost up the inner me. Without her, I don't suppose I would have started my page. I will always be thankful for her. Aw, thank you so much, Lexar. That's so sweet. And your drawings are beautiful. You're doing some really beautiful artwork. It's lovely. Yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Just, it's been funny for me to be like, wow, all this stuff I've been praying for years and frankly getting discouraged. Frankly, I was like, I'm not going to write another one of these lists of like what I want in a man. I'm not going to write it, what I mean? Like years of doing that. And I'm just like, this doesn't work. I'm just not going to like, and, but yeah, it's an energy. And sometimes it might just be not the right time in your life or the right place in your life. I mean, God may have exactly that gift for you, but it just, maybe there's stuff that you have to do first, or maybe you're blocking yourself, right? So like for me, I know I had a very definite thing where I was like, I need to finish writing the book first, right? And so I put a condition on me, right? I put a condition on me. I need to finish doing this before I can have that. How often do we put conditions on ourselves about receiving the gift that the universe could bring us? Sometimes it is a condition where we're not ready for it. We still have more growth to do, or, like, there are things in my life where I'm like, well, if I had got married and had a baby 10 years ago, would I have written the book? Would I have created that framework? Would my mind have been just so busy dealing with kids and all of this stuff that I wouldn't have had the space and time to think and to create what I created? You see? So even though I wanted those things earlier, it wasn't in my best interest to have them, because I needed to create something first. That was really important. So would I have done it anyway, even after I had the kid? I don't know, because it really took a lot of my focused attention and pushing through to like create that. Even though it kind of came in a flash, when it came, it was actually a lot of pushing for me, like actually just writing and structuring. And, there was a lot of that going on. It wasn't, so maybe that wasn't the time, right? So like for me to get discouraged and be like, oh, well, God didn't answer my prayer, or the universe didn't answer my prayer, and I've been doing this thing and writing affirmations and lighting candles and, whatever it is, right? But sometimes it might be a timing thing for us where, we're not ready for it because there's something even better we need to do first. And sometimes it could be we're putting conditions on ourselves. So I was putting a condition on myself with the book. I was like, I'm not really going to be ready to, I'm not really going to be looking for a relationship or something until I finish this book, right? And so I finished the book. Anyway, yeah, so just like think about that. Think about like, do you have mental things where you're putting conditions on things? I need to work this much. I need to get this degree before this is going to happen. I need to lose this much weight before I find a man, or right? Like, are you putting these subtle, unconscious, even conditions on yourself before you get what you want? Or are you just like, no, I'm done. This is it. This is what I want, and I want it now. I'm done waiting around. I'm done with the conditions. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about that because there's some very interesting things that have been happening in my life, and I'm excited. I am, and it's just like, wow, whoa, what's going on here? um, anyway, and I think to a lot of it, it is that just like clearing out the energy that's blocking, and also just being like, here I am. I'm ready. Do it. When it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and let it go. Let it go into the universe. That was something she was talking about. Like, you make that claim and then you let it go. You don't try to keep grabbing it or try to keep doing something about it. You're like, God's going to do it. This is what I want. This is my claim. And then release it into the universe, and don't be trying to strive for it. Because I didn't really understand what people meant when they were like saying that kind of stuff. I was like, but if you let it go, then you're not working towards it, and you're not like, it's not just gonna happen on its own, right? This is all my mental stuff about it. But letting it go is just like energetically saying, oh, the universe is going to take care of it, and I'm just going to go about my day and do the things that I need to do. Take the steps that need to be taken. So that's what I want to talk about today. I love you. I love you, ladies. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I'll talk to you soon. For not knowing anything that I was going to say today, I definitely talked longer than normal. All right. You guys have